Welcome to episode 319 of the Geeks for the Win podcast, the tech and gaming podcast from the GeeksFTW.com, where we cover all things geeky. I'm your host, William McDonald, and I'm joined with my co-host, Stuart.
Known across the internet as Casual Terror.
Alrighty, Stuart. What have you been up to? We took a week off because we couldn't find any news.
Because we didn't have a thing to talk about. But now we do. So, let's see. I have been up to a couple things. One, I did a stream a couple weeks ago of the first episode of Life is Strange 2.
Yes, and you
And
got your little theme on for it.
yes. Yeah, well, I've really redone my whole layout again, my whole stream layout.
Gotcha.
Um, Life is Strange is still pretty good. It still does the whole um what's the word I'm looking for? The very because like in the first game, you know, there was suicide, you know, teen they dealt with like, you know, teen suicide, murder, but that, you know, that's not necessarily somebody comes across every day. And before the storm, it was divorced parents. In Life is Strange 2, it's racism. So, you know, it deals with those social political themes. It stays with them. So, and this one I think does a good job of, I think, you know, saying hey, or, you know, you start saying hey, you get out of this country, we'll build a wall, damn you, like a certain Cheeto. Um, it's, you know, hey, maybe that's not the whole story. Maybe, you know, maybe they're not here illegally. Maybe you're just yeah, it's pretty good. I'll just leave it at that. Definitely, you like you like Life is Strange, you'll probably like Life is Strange 2, which you need to finish Life is Strange.
I do, yeah.
And I can hear a dog problem.
Yeah, my dogs are jumping on my lap.
But yeah, if you want to, there's our archive on YouTube, so if you want to watch me play it, go watch that. But what I've also been doing, and doing quite a bit lately, is been playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Damn,
Yeah,
that's a fun game.
I've seen you've been playing it quite a bit, and
yeah, that's a fun ass game. I really love the Assassin's Creed games, and the last two have been phenomenal. Still need to finish the last one, but you know, but you don't need to. That is what's great about the Assassin's Creed games. You don't need to finish the last one to play the next one.
Yeah, I actually have access to play this game till January 15th.
You should play an Assassin's Creed game.
Because I got into the Google Project stream, and it's like, you can play Assassin's Creed Odyssey for free through Chrome now until January 15th.
I've heard that's actually pretty good. That the Chrome stream is actually pretty good.
And they're like, we'll give you $10 in-game currency too. And I'm like, oh, okay. They're really wanting people to try this out.
Yeah.
So I wanted
that's enough for a level booster.
Or I wanted to try this out before this podcast, but things got, other things happened. So I'll definitely talk about it next week, my experience with it and whatnot, because the NVIDIA streaming service thing, that worked pretty well. I was really surprised by that. So I'm definitely interested to see Google, they're throwing their, hat in the ring.
I've heard nothing but good things about it, but there probably is some bad things, but you know, yeah, I've heard it's good, heard it works great, and I'm interested in hearing what your thoughts on your first Assassin's Creed game is. That's actually
and I mean, Google, they're not going to jump into something like this without it being solid, because they have no reason to. Like, not like they've ever done anything like this before, gaming wise or in anything.
right.
So they have no need to jump in when it's all buggy and stuff. They can wait as long as they need to. So, and they're using it with a big game like Assassin's Creed. So,
Right. And because of this Google Chrome streaming thing, there's a lot more talk now of, the next step is game streaming. But yes, the technology is there. Yes, it's there. But what isn't there is the infrastructure to support it. That is what's not there.
for the masses, yeah. But like I said, like me, I was able to
Yes,
use the NVIDIA.
you and me were fine. What I'm thinking is somebody like Knox. Knox he moved not that long ago, and he is unfortunately in a bad internet area. It really sucks for him.
Yeah, he was kind of out in the country before he moved too. So, but yeah, but they're saying 5G. That's gonna be the big thing. Like that's gonna replace, traditional. That's gonna be the next step to cord cutting. That's gonna replace, broadband internet.
Yeah, 5G. That's the one that can control your brain thoughts. I know.
And what was it? We talked about in our hangout chat. I think that that Verizon deal for that 5G that they're rolling out, and it's like significantly cheaper than like what I'm paying for internet. I
Yeah,
want to say it
I
was like
think
$60 or $70.
I think pretty soon the next step on cord cutting is actually internet cord cutting, and just going to strict mobile.
Yeah, which I'm
I
fine
can
with
definitely see that. Um,
as long as it's there.
it needs to be better, but yeah, it's almost there. I can definitely see that. Yeah, it'd be nice to get out of Comcast. It'd be great. Uh, but back to Assassin's Creed Odyssey. That's this is the first game that has where you can actually choose a male or female character and play that character through the whole game. There was a couple back, Syndicate, where you could actually switch between the Fry twins on the fly. But like some missions you had to be Evie, or some you had to be I can't think of what the male's character name. But yeah, this one you are either male or female, and the story is kind of the same depending on who you pick. I went with the female character because I heard her voice actor is a lot better than the male one, and I would have to agree. The male actor is definitely, people call him a meathead, and that's exactly what he sounds like. He sounds like a meathead. Because, hey, spoiler, depending on who you pick, the other one shows up. That's a kind of a minor spoiler.
Okay.
But yeah, and you also got some dialogue options this time around instead of just whatever the character just says. You actually have some choices to make, and these choices can actually affect later points of the game. Like there's one early on, so I'm gonna go ahead and spoil this one. Where there's a, like, this is on like the starting island, where you come across a village that has been kind of burnt down, and there's a family that's being kind of somewhat surrounded by soldiers and a priest. He's saying, because this area has been ransacked by a plague, so they've got to burn everything, to stop this plague in its path. And these people have the plague. We've got to kill them. and they're looking at you going, no, no, we're fine, we're not that sick, we don't have this sickness, we're fine. You know, it's very much a, you know, most people play good guys. Like most people actually do play good characters in these, you know, in you know, like Mass Effect or Star Wars: Old Republic. You know, the games where you can be good or evil. Most people actually do play good. So what most people are going to pick is, I'm going to save this family, and kill the soldiers, kill the priests, blah. Well, you go off and you leave the island, and one guy on your ship, because hey, it's ancient Greece, you're on a ship, says, "Oh, by the way, yeah, your hometown, that port, there got ransacked by a plague, so it's kind of not a whole lot of people there anymore."
I figured that was gonna happen.
Shit.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, that was a bad thing. And actually, kind of one that I just came across, was, and this never even occurred to me this could happen. It's kind of a main story thing, and you're given two options. You're helping Hippocrates, the famous physician. You know, the Hippocratic Oath is kind of named after him, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Where he's trying to help somebody, but like somebody stole his notes. And you gotta go retrieve them. But then he also gives you information on something that you're looking for. So you're given now two choices. You can go directly go get the notes, or go do the thing you're looking for. I did the thing I was looking for first because it was closer. And then I went to go get the notes. Brought the notes back, and the guy's like, "Oh yeah, you took too long." And your character's like, "Yeah, I went to go do the thing first." It's like, "Oh shit, that was a choice. That was an option that I fucked up on. Oh no." So, like little things can, like, that I don't think will affect anything, does affect things.
So it's like a real, like, active world.
Yes, absolutely. And there's even and this was kind of in the last one, but they definitely fleshed out more. There's a mercenary kind of there's a mercenary tab on the menu, and it's kind of broken out, like, it's very similar to the Nemesis system in the Shadows of War. Yeah, in those games. And I was like, that's kind of cool, because, you know, because like you'll be like, oh, I'm walking by a mercenary now. I can actually see him, like where he falls within the ranks. You know, am I above him, or I'm below him? Oh, he's tier 2. I'm tier 8. Not gonna touch him. Or he's just above me. I can kill him and take his place. That's what I'll do. And then, of course, if you do like things that would get the attention of, you know, basically the stars in this game, mercenaries will actually be sent after you. So, but I'm really liking this game. There's so much to do. That's kind of the thing. Like, I don't know where to do. There's too much. There's too much going on. But I'm really liking it right now.
Oh, nice.
And I gotta tell you my favorite quest, because it's it's a random side quest too. Like you could easily miss this. Like there's an old lady, and like she's saying, "Oh, my, I don't know if she calls him her husband or not, but my partner or whatever, you know, he could use a pick me up if you know what I mean, because he can't quite keep up with me in my veracity." And like she
Okay.
goes on and on about her sex life. And one of the dialogue options while she's talking is, "Dear gods, stop talking."
Wow.
And of course the other one is, "Well, I'm um, virile as you are I hope I'm like you when I'm your age." Like, yeah, well, I need a deer tongue and a bear scrotum to make Viagra. Okay, so you go get a deer tongue and bear scrotum, come back, the dude is standing next to her, he's like, "Who's this?" "Oh, she's gonna help you with this medicine to get up." He's like, "No, God, no, please, you're gonna kill me." And the way he delivers that line is amazing, because he's like, "No, God."
Huh.
So, but yes, this is ancient Greece. There's naked statues everywhere. So lots of penises everywhere.
Oh God.
Yeah. Because, hey, the very first thing I did, because when you, on the island that you start at, is there's a giant naked Zeus statue. First thing I did was ran over the Zeus statue, hang from the dong, and take a picture. Because everybody's done that. That's a thing that a lot of people do.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
So when you play the game, I expect to see you hanging off a Zeus dong. Or Zeus butt. Alright. What have you been up to?
Alrighty. I've been playing. What is it? The new thing I've been playing is Call of Duty 4, Call of Duty Black Ops 4.
Right, yes, I saw you stream this the other day.
Yeah, and I need to start streaming more, but yeah, it's the first Call of Duty with no single player.
Yeah, I mean, there is some story elements in the game though that were probably story back before they decided to rip that all out.
I feel like for what it is, it's fine. Like it's got 3 modes that are pretty, that are pretty fleshed out. Like it's got the multiplayer stuff, which has always been, you know, a wide variety of different
Right.
game types and maps, and hopefully they'll add more stuff because apparently with World War II they didn't have like some of the like gun game and stuff like that type modes at launch. Hopefully they'll bring those because they don't have that in Black Ops 4, which kind of sucks because I love gun game and those other types of modes, sticks and stones and stuff.
Right, yeah.
Um,
Did you try the new mode, Heist?
I have not, no.
I play that was one of the 3 modes you can play in the beta. I thought it was okay. I don't think that's going to take off. Because it's very Counter Strike, because you have to buy your weapon at the beginning of each round. There are 5 rounds, first to 5 wins. Yeah, I don't think it's that great. I wasn't
Okay.
I wasn't thrilled with it.
Yeah, but multiplayer's fine. I've played a little bit of that. Played a little bit of zombies. I want to get back into zombies because I used to be like That
It used
used
to
to
be
be my thing.
hardcore.
Yeah. Back in Black Ops 2, I played all the time. And then it's like they started adding zombies to all the Call of Duty games, and it just,
Yeah.
it just wasn't it just wasn't the same, or it didn't feel right. And then with Black Ops 3, I don't know, I just it was a little overwhelming. There was it, it, it there's just so much with zombies now, and I just need to like figure that out and find a group to play through it with. But they have
Hmm.
a few zombie maps, and they have they have three zombie maps, and then I think you can get a fourth one if you have the season pass.
See, I think I read somewhere that they said that this is the most zombies content that they've had at launch.
I believe it because it's like I said, there's three maps, and there's boy, there's a lot to those maps. There's you know
Is
all
David
the
Tennant back?
I don't think so. I don't know who the actors or actresses for the you know the stuff is. I don't know who they are. I haven't looked that up yet, or I hadn't even seen anything about it. But no, I think he was just World War II zombies. But yeah, there's the zombie system where you can like paint your guns. So whenever you get guns, you got the skins on them. You can have special perks and stuff like that pre-assigned, and they have the perks you get from like they're not machines, or they're not like the soda machines anymore, because they're in different, I guess the maps are in different time periods and stuff. So um they wouldn't be machines, they'd be other things. And then it's interesting. I enjoyed I enjoyed what I what little I played of the zombies, so that's something I want to get back into. But the thing I've been playing the most is the Blackout.
What do you think about Blackout?
It's really well done.
I unfortunately didn't play a whole lot of it when I had the access of it, but I thought it was okay. I thought it was good. It definitely didn't feel tacked on like I thought it would. It
It's
definitely
what I
felt like it.
want. It's what I wanted from PUBG on Xbox.
Yeah.
It works. It works. Like even the worst frame rate issues I've had on it, which they've had some issues in the squad mode, because the squad mode is full 100, and then duos and solo is 88.
Well, definitely the thing with this though, you know, PUBG, they started from scratch. They didn't have anything to build off of. This did. This already had a working um, network code. Already had a working semi balance of the weapons. So I mean, it already had the basis on what it needed to start with, and they just added PUBG to it.
You battle royale, yeah. So
No,
um
I meant it because it feels a lot very PUBG when I played it.
it does, because it is like it's the same type of game. It's
What?
modern military esque,
So
but
is
they've added
Fortnite, but Fortnite doesn't feel like PUBG. It just
Fortnite's kind of modern military esque meets like wacky, you know, Looney Tunes. I don't know, like it. There's some wacky, crazy elements to Fortnite that makes
so
it less realistic.
this feels like PUBG. It feels closer to PUBG than anything else.
Yeah, and they've added the zombies to it, which
Right? Yeah, I heard that.
where there's zombies in certain locations and they respawn, but if you kill them all, you can access the mystery box, which gives you like some random weapon or item.
I've heard there's some
Which
weird things that go on in Blackout, like on how to get like certain guns and stuff. Like, there's a doll that you can find, and if you find the doll and then get a Molotov kill, you get a drop for a certain weapon, a certain fire weapon.
I
Like
haven't I haven't come across any fire weapons besides the Molotov, so that's interesting.
there's a pyro character in the um in the other multiplayer modes, and I think it's like his ultimate weapon, his ultimate
Oh,
attack
that's interesting.
that drops. That's what I understand. Like there's definitely some weird things going on in Blackout to get certain things.
Yeah, so far I've gotten 2 or 3 wins. Yeah, I
Nice.
know at least 2 wins. We got a win in squads with 3 people, and then we had a fourth come like the next match or whatever, and then or 2 matches later, and then we won with him. We were like, "Hey, you missed it. We just got our win," and then we ended up winning with him. Like, "Oh, hey, you got your win. Nice." I
I
can't. I think there was a third, but I can't remember. But and there's challenges too. There's challenges like, you know, the leveling up. It's the leveling up system is not as bad as PUBG, but not as great as Fortnite. Like you get the way you get points are for kills, for completing challenges, which there's challenges like, you know, go travel 10 miles with your wingsuit, which that's how you drop. You drop with a wingsuit
right.
until you hit a until you hit the height requirement for your parachute to pop out. Um, and then there's like heal yourself 100 times and random stuff like kill someone who has done damage to you 10 times, stuff like that. You get challenges for that. You get challenges for placing like top whatever, depending on what mode you're doing. Like top 10 for squads or top 15 for uh 15 or 20 for like solo stuff like that.
Right. But what do you get out of it? What do you get for leveling up? That's where I've heard that's where this is not feeling that great.
You don't really get a lot for leveling up. Yeah, that's true, but
Or anything.
for doing the challenges, you get emblems and stuff that you can put on that look kind of cool.
Okay.
I mean, the
Because
emblems have always
there's like no cosmetics at
banners.
all yet.
Banners or emblem? I don't know. You get the banners, not the emblems.
Okay. Yeah, because the Blops games are the ones that you can actually make your own
Emblems, yeah.
emblems.
That's always been the great thing with that is you can I can make the Geeks for the Win logo, or I can make you know the
I
TARDIS or the
can
Doctor
make a
Who logo,
marijuana
or
leaf. Say blaze at 420.
you could find a YouTube video to make Sonic the Hedgehog or whatever. There's all those YouTubers out there who that's what they do is they make the emblems and they show you how to make them, and that's which that's kind of smart. That's a good way to get lots of views because there are people who are going to be like, oh, I want to make the Master Chief, you know, helmet as my emblem or whatever. I just say that because I see the helmet behind you.
Yeah. Uh, I I will probably actually pick up Black Ops 4 at some point because playing the beta, I actually did really like it, but it came out at the wrong time.
It's something I'm going to consistently be playing. I think I really am. So yeah, if you pick it up, I'll definitely be down to play whenever. if you pick it up on
it
Xbox.
just came out at the wrong time. Because Assassin's Creed, and then Red Dead is next week. It's like,
I understand that, yeah. But yeah,
it's like
it's something
because I know Red Dead is just going to take up all of my time the next couple weeks.
Gotcha. It's something I'll definitely be continuing playing, because it's what I wanted PUBG to be on consoles, something I could easily just turn my Xbox on, jump in, play. There's not a long loading time. Like, it's quick. The lobby area is like, you know, pretty short. Once it
Right.
finds the players, it's like 20 seconds, I think, 20 or 30 seconds. It's real quick. There's the theater mode and stuff, so you can record stuff and you can see, who killed you and stuff like that. And
There was actually something interesting that I saw on Reddit today. It was somebody complaining on Reddit, I of how the video showed a guy running up to somebody, shooting him a bunch of times. The guy hits him twice, and the guy who was shooting him a bunch died. And the title was like, just, Treyarch, explain this. And somebody from Treyarch actually broke down the video on how that guy died. Like, it's a long breakdown. Like, holy crap! Like, it's like, well, as you can see, this first shot, it looked like you hit him, but you were actually in the midst of doing aim down sights. So what you saw probably actually wasn't where the bullet traveled. And you actually see it actually nicked just that edge of the corner of that first step, not completing a full 25 damage. Like, good God. Because it goes on, like, and it looks like you're hitting all your shots, but, and we're going to change this soon, the fade out of the hit reticle was too slow, so it looks like you're hitting more shots than you were. Like, wow. Like, I have never seen anybody else break down their own game on why a person died like that. Just in Reddit.
Also the weapons are pretty good. They feel pretty good. They need to fix the looting. Like when you loot somebody's body. Because right now you go up, you loot, it's like it's like a wheel where it shows one thing and then you have to cycle through them, left, right.
Okay, that's different. That's different. On PC, it is a list. Like, it definitely it shows just so. Here's everything. Drag it down. Like just like PUBG. It actually shows it just very very similar. So that's definitely interesting how they changed that for the consoles.
Yeah, I don't like it. I would, I wish there was like you could go into I wish there was a way you could do both, maybe.
But
like
here's the thing, though. You can't really do that very fast on a controller. That's the thing. You cannot fast loot with a controller.
That's true, but I'd like to be able to have the option, like I said. So, like, you could do you could do their fast loot, or you could have the big list, and you could use because they have the cursor mouse thing, like
Cursors on controllers are always so awful. They're never good.
But I would like the option to be able to, like, okay, I need ammo, so there's the ammo. Let me just go straight to the ammo. Click. Okay.
What? Okay. Bear with me. What they could do, they just came to me, is like have like lists, like different lists, and you could just use your the D-pad to go between them. Like, here's the ammo, and then you just go over to the ammo and then pick your ammo real quick. Or here's weapons. uh, med attachments. Just gave out you four lists, left to right picks whichever list you want, and then up and down picks the actual item.
Yeah, I can see that. They also have like perks,
Yeah, like the
which are these like green boxes that are like, you know, awareness, where you're able to hear opponents' footsteps, you know, and it's
right,
like
but
for
it's only like for
5 minutes.
yeah, like when do you use that? Like when is like the best time to use that?
Or
That
they're
I guess that would come with playing the game, like when to use
yeah, or
a
dead
certain perk.
silence or dead eye or whatever, where your footsteps are quiet. And
Yeah, I was
looter, where you're able to like see through walls and you're able to see like the silhouettes of like loot and stuff like that. So you're like, okay, this house has weapons. Okay, I'll go into this little hut. Or oh, this house only has ammo. Crap. Stuff like that.
I was
And then other
watching
stuff. But yeah.
I was watching Shroud today, just before we started recording, and Shroud was actually playing with Doctor Disrespect, and they were playing Blackout, and they were actually complaining that it seems like everybody has dead silence, when it's not actually the fact, because like there's actually a problem with the audio. Sounds like we actually can't hear people if they're not on grass.
Huh. That's weird.
Like,
But yeah,
grass is the only thing you can actually hear people on when they're on.
I like to use the looter one like right away, of course. Like
Sure.
ideally I'd like to grab it and that'd be the first thing, I grab. But then I save like the awareness and the silence footsteps one for like, I don't know, I try to save it for towards the end.
I can see that.
I think
Or like when you're coming into like a big like
area.
town or something. Yeah.
Yeah. So, there's strategy to that. And
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
absolutely. I just I think I played like 3 matches and can't get a strategy with just three matches.
yeah, a lot of people I think were really kind of worried that this was going to be like, oh, Call of Duty is just trying to cash grab, but seems like they put some work into this. And
Well,
you know
actually, what I kept hearing, especially after the beta, was PUBG's not PUBG's days are numbered. We're actually gonna have a good battle royale. PUBG's days are numbered, and like day one, like it didn't affect PUBG's numbers at all, but it actually is starting to now. Like
oh
the
yeah,
numbers on PUBG are actually starting to go down.
well, I was telling you, the numbers for Black Ops 4 in first 3 days is over $500 million. They've you know in
Yeah,
sales.
but I
That's a
mean,
lot.
how many of those people are just don't care about Blackout and are just in it for the standard, the standard multiplayer that they've played, you know,
That's
what,
true,
12
but
times now by now.
even if you just take say half of those play or a fourth of those, that's still a lot.
True.
And the multiplayer is the least I'm interested in on the of the three, which is kind of weird, but
Yeah, I think you're actually opposite of the most Call of Duty fans.
yeah, but there's all those Call of Duty fans who they like Call of Duty, but and they've seen they've seen Battle Royale and they want to play Battle Royale, but they've heard, oh, Fortnite, I don't like that because it's not realistic, and in PUBG they
Yeah,
hear all the horror
I
stories of
think
that.
the I think that has actually died down a lot. Um, yeah, I'm looking at the Steam chart. There is a decline on PUBG numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's in
And
the last
PlayStation doesn't
30,
even have PUBG right now, right?
not yet.
So yeah, if you want to play PUBG in your own PlayStation, then this is the way to go. Because
Well, I, if it's anything like what I think is going to happen, you're not going to want to play PUBG on PS4 at all.
well, yeah, that's
Just
true.
like on the Xbox, you don't want to play it.
I so regret getting it for Xbox. I really
I
do.
do too. I do too.
Just money wasted. Ugh. That's why I wish we had those like return games, return used games, or sell used game. Oh, I wish we had that back. I wish that was or I wish that was that we had that, like they were wanting to do. Because I would gladly take some kind of credit for getting rid of that from my
Yeah,
library.
yeah, I would too.
But yeah, it so far Black Ops 4 is pretty good. I'm really enjoying it. There's a lot to it. Those three modes, you're gonna get your money's worth if you're, you know,
Well, there's technically four, because you also got and that's actually where I think the single player story ended up is in the specialist HQ stuff that I've seen.
the headquarters. Yeah, I haven't really touched that.
Yeah, that's actually where you're going to get story beats. You're going to
That
get
seems like it
why
was kind of tacked on.
that I think that's what happened to the story, and like that's what actually where like there's a bit cut scenes and like why this character is here. Oh, this person is a Mason. Tied in back to Black Ops 1.
Yeah, but I've always enjoyed the Treyarch games ever since the first one I played was World of War. I've always enjoyed the Treyarch games, so they haven't disappointed me yet. So
It'll happen when. Okay.
I hope not.
I actually was not a fan of 3. That's actually where I stopped. I just did not like 3.
Three was all right, but for me, I was just
And
getting
it's
burnt
and
out.
oddly, I don't quite like this about 4 are the characters. I don't want characters. I don't like the because it's a character, it's a class based multiplayer game, and that's not what Call of Duty has been for a long. It's only been these two games. I don't care for it too much.
I get that. I get where you're coming from with that.
And of course, I can spec out the loadout to make it not that, to not a character, but
It's still got the
um,
special ability.
no, you can get rid of that too.
Really?
But it's like here's the thing, and I noticed this on the beta too. To get like a standard ass frag grenade, it's freaking like level like 30 or 40, 35. Like it's like really high up there. Like what the hell?
I think you level up the multiplayer pretty quick though.
Yeah, it's still gonna take you a while to get there.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, even if I change my loadout to not being a character, nobody else is. I can guarantee you nobody else is. So
Yeah, it's true. But yeah,
so
I'm enjoying it. It's good. I do have to say they sent it to me, which it's I'm glad it's not they didn't this is the first year they sent codes and it wasn't a physical disc, which I'm thrilled and kind of confused why it took a big corporation like Activision this long to not, to send codes instead of discs. But
Because I
yeah,
guess it's easier to sell a code than a disc. Fine.
I guess I guess, but I mean, for something like Call of Duty, it'd be kind of dumb to do your hardest to get, you know, the recognition to get reviewed just to sell it for what, less than 60. Because I don't know, that just seems like too much work. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's good. It's something I'm going to keep going back to. I find myself playing a few matches of Blackout here and there. I'm just like, oh, let me play a couple matches of Blackout. Okay, I got those couple matches out of the way. Let me go do something else now. So, like I said, zombies. I'm gonna try to find a group. I don't know if I'm gonna try to, like, I don't know, find something online or tweet out, see if anyone who's, on Twitter, who's following me is playing it or whatnot. But I'm gonna try to find something. But besides that, it's just been Destiny because they've got their, like, Festival of the Lost event going on now, where they
Right,
have
yeah, they're
this.
trick or treating stuff.
Well, they don't even have that right now. At least I don't know if they're bringing that or not. But they don't. You got masks, and you have to do stuff in the masks, like bounties and challenges and stuff. And then they have this, like, you have this mode where it's like you have 15 minutes. It's a recycle of this the Infinite Forest, which is another mode that was kind of disappointing. People thought it was going to be like this crazy procedurally generated, like, roguelike fun area that was in D1. I think it was the first DLC in D1. I could be wrong. I think it was the first, yeah. But they basically take that, where it's like you go through this area, you loot, then you have, or you go through this area, you kill the enemies, you have to unlock this gate, which is like this white light, like, it's a gate of, like, white light or whatever. But if there's these, like, special enemies that are like the gatekeeper type creatures, you've got to kill them before the gate turns white, or else it's red. um you clear it off, you open it, and then the next area will, like, spawn, like, it will load in, like, or it'll materialize, because it's from, like, the Vex, which are like the technological, race in Destiny. um but it's all dark, it's all creepy, like, and it's 15 minutes, and like you have to get through as many, they call them branches instead of waves. But and it's like killing. You got to kill, and each kill you get gives you like a percent or 2% or whatever. And once you get to 100%, you get teleported to this big boss, which is called the Nightmare. And it's a random boss. It's like, it could be a giant cabal, it could be a giant Vex, it could be a giant hive creature. It just depends. Um, and then you kill the boss, then the timer stops once you kill the boss, and then you activate the next branch, and then the timer starts, and you got 15 minutes to get as much as you can. The big problem I have with this is sometimes we'll get to like 98%, and it's like we have to wait to open it. We have to go open a new gate and wait for the area to materialize, which takes like 3 seconds, and then find one enemy to kill. And it's like, really, you couldn't have, like, made it to where an area wouldn't end you at 98%. Like, that's because that just kills time. And you're trying to get through as many waves or branches as you can. It's in the 15 minutes, and there's a triumph to do at least 7. I've done 7. I don't see how. I heard there was one team, like the team who completed the raid first,
Mm-hmm.
they've gotten to like 11, I think, and I'm like, how? how do you get through a whole branch in like less than a minute? I don't understand that.
Jeez.
You know, the only thing I could think of is they have like one person dedicated to opening up the new, they have one person dedicated to maybe um clearing out the first section. They have one person who goes straight to open up the door, and then they have the third person like, goes to the next door while the second person clears the second stage, and the first person goes to the next door once, and like that's the only thing I can think of is like they like have a set strategy where you do this, I do this, you do this, and then we just rinse and repeat as need be. I'm definitely gonna have to look up some of these videos to see how these people are doing it because it's interesting. It's not as in depth as I wish it was. There are some like debuffs you get, like I guess skull. They're kind of like skulls in Halo, where it's like, oh, you don't get your health back. Your health doesn't regen unless you get these little lights come that uh that come from killing certain enemies that you have to pick up, or grounded, which while you're in the air you take more damage, or you know melee is more, the enemies do stronger, tougher melee, stuff like that. They add those
Hmm.
that are random. It's fun. It is. There's it's a way to grind. You're able to get more masks, which you can level up that actually give you perks. They don't give you actual like power level, but they give you perks like the helmets do. Like, oh, you do more damage to this enemy, or you have a chance to find heavy ammo more often, or stuff like that. So you are significantly like depowered. Like I went from the level cap 600 to 525, which that's a pretty big, that's a pretty big, level drop. And they want you to like do like some of the bounties are like do multiplayer in the mask, do a strike in the mask, do this in them, and you get the currencies to get more masks, or you can save them all up to get the weapon, big weapon, which is like this auto rifle that seems pretty cool, but yeah. It's just it's more grinding for the sake of grinding, I guess, which is what we've wanted, is what the Destiny community has kind of wanted. We've wanted, you know, some of that grind. We've wanted, random rolls, stuff like that, more weapons tied to quests where we have to grind to, you know, like in the Gambit mode, there's you in a quick rundown of Gambit, you kill enemies, you pick up motes, you deposit motes. Once you get to 75 motes, your primeval, which is this big enemy, comes. Currently, like there's a chance to get the special primeval, and if you're able to kill it, you get this quest that drops for this exotic hand cannon.
Okay, cool.
And the Destiny's on a 3-week cycle, so it's like the the corrupted taken whatever infestation, because the world becomes more corrupted, as the weeks go by, and right now it's like at its most corrupted, and you have a more of a chance to get that special primeval as the world, as the corrupted week is higher. So
Okay,
that's a thing, but that we just the big thing with Destiny 2, like year 1, was there just wasn't anything to do. Once you got a weapon, you got that weapon. It was the same. No matter how many times you got that weapon, it would just be that weapon. Versus, oh, I got this hand cannon. Let's see what the perks are. Oh, that's kind of good. Or oh, that's crap. I'm gonna dismantle that immediately. So yeah, so I'm going back and forth between that and Black Ops 4. They're
cool.
supposed to add more stuff to Destiny 2, like I think another quest or whatever on the 30th. I believe. I think the Festival of the Lost stuff lasts until like uh November, like the first week in November. So it'll be interesting what more stuff they add to it. But there's already people data mining Destiny 2, you know, and finding, oh, there's going to be this weapon coming in the future, and this area is going to be added to the game probably because we found audio cues for this and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
You know, that kind of stuff happens every time a new update comes out for Realm Royale. Like every time there's a new update, it's like, oh, and here's the Halloween event coming, or here's the skins for the Halloween event that's coming up. You know, somebody has, you know, basically
yeah,
the same day somebody you know, comes out with all the data mining. So
yeah, it's the race to be the first to find it.
yeah.
So that's all I've been up to though, besides watching stuff. Um, I don't know if we want to talk about it on the podcast or off it, but I did watch all but the last episode of season 1 of My Hero Academia.
I I was wondering which one you watched, because you said you were going to watch either that or Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
I was wondering which one would happen. What do you think?
I'm enjoying it. It's pretty good. The thing that kind of kept me away from watching it was well, one, the commercials when I was watching Dragon Ball Super on Funimation was just nonstop, and it was just so irritating. That was like the only commercial they would play while I was watching Super. So that kind of irritated me a little, but the art style, the screenshots and stuff like that, the posters and stuff, it doesn't do it justice. It looks
No,
better in motion than it does still.
absolutely,
It's more like the
absolutely, it
fairy
does.
tale style art. To the point where they have a character that looks like a character from Fairy Tale. The frog chick, Sue. She looks just like that one the one creepy chick with the hair whose power is like the hair. You know who I'm talking about?
Talk
She
about
was in
the
like
one who fought Urza. That
her power is like her power is her hair, and she was raised by those giants.
um,
Natsu and the gang even went to the giant
you're
world or giant like the giant village, and they saved them from being frozen or whatever.
that's you're okay. No, she doesn't. Not even close.
She looks just like her.
No, not even.
Are you thinking of the same person I'm thinking of?
Um, here I'll see this. Talking about this person right here. Well, wait for the stream to catch up.
Waiting. Still waiting.
Oh God, yeah, that's wow. Yeah. Hmm.
Still waiting.
Why is it so delayed?
I have no idea. It's never this delayed. Usually it's like 10 seconds max. Still waiting. Want to just send it on Discord?
Yeah. Okay. Uh,
Still waiting. What is
wow.
Let me
What kind of
refresh.
delay?
Maybe
That chick.
Yeah, the face looks just like her.
What?
Like
Um,
Sue, the frog chick.
I can't name. I think I just type in frog. Froppy. Nah.
It looks very similar to me.
You're nuts.
Especially when the fairy tale chick, like, she does her crazy smile, like,
Oh, God, I'm an idiot. That's why you can't see it. I only have it on the preview.
that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Okay. For the people watching the stream, Will was thinking that this character.
Like I said, it's I don't know. It to me, I see similarities, but anyways, it look they it's almost the same kind of art style though.
I think it's brighter in my hero definitely than in
Oh
Fairy
yeah,
Tale. It's
it
definitely
is, but
brighter.
it's a lot better in motion than the like standalone images and stuff you see for promotional art or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
which is what kept me away for a while. But I'm enjoying it. It's got its humor. It's got an
Who's
interesting
your
story.
who's your favorite?
I haven't really seen too many. I haven't really gotten too many. Or haven't the first season they don't really get too into the characters that much. Like you get little bits and pieces of like this character or that character, or I kind of like the was it the chick who can make things float,
Oh, yes,
but
I know
you
you're
don't
talking about.
really
Okay,
you don't really get much development for the other characters. Mostly just the main character, whatever you want to call him, like
Deku,
Deku, or his real name was it
Midoriya.
oh, Midoriya, yeah. But yeah,
I mean,
you,
you don't. Yeah, I mean, you don't really get a whole lot of development for the other characters as much. I mean,
I hope that
Bakugo and Deku are definitely the main two that definitely develop the most over time.
I hope we get a little more development for a character more than Deku, in the next couple seasons. But
Uh, Bakugo actually definitely has definitely some
which one's
development,
that?
especially season 3. Angry explodey guy.
Okay, yeah. You get a little bit like pieces of like, oh, this character, or that like the nerdy fast guy. I can't remember. Their name.
Yes.
I'm having trouble with remembering the name, so
Oh no,
that's
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I don't know the name very much of their names either.
and like
Um,
was it one episode like that? Like there's one episode where you get a little bit from Sue when they're being like their school's being
Sue is a
invaded by all the bad
is a
guys.
fan favorite. Everybody loves Sue.
I kind of like her. She's kind of,
She's
yeah.
awesome. She's like she's like I got powers of a frog. Like what? What does that mean? But she's awesome.
It's a
She's
character you think you wouldn't like. On
exactly.
paper,
You don't
it's like
think you
this
would
is
like Sue,
stupid.
but she's awesome.
Yeah, it's the voice acting though,
And
and maybe the voice acting for those two characters maybe they're the same chick. I don't know. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
I don't
They
know.
sound similar. Maybe that's. where I'm putting it. I don't know, but anyways, it's enjoyable. I'm enjoying it. Like I said, I'm at the last episode of season 1. I'm glad the season 2, at least I saw season 2 was longer than season 1,
Yes, it is.
and I'm assuming season 3 is just as long.
Um, I don't think it is. I want to say
Just
season 3 is actually 12.
really, because I saw there was like was it 3 seasons and 60 something episodes?
Maybe it is, and I just felt short because it's over. Oh.
There's a season 4 coming out, right?
Yeah, season 4 is definitely coming out. 25 on season 2. Season 3 also has 25. Okay.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad. I like when animes do that when they have the longer seasons, especially when they're like well received. It's
Yeah.
like people like this show. Why are you just making 12 episode? Like why? That's dumb. But yeah.
Oh, the voice of Sue is Bulma. Also, in Index.
Oh, that's interesting. I can't hear Bulma in Sue, but so that's good voice acting there. But I definitely couldn't pick that out from just hearing those two.
Well, her normal voice, I don't think you can hear it. You can hear Bulma very much. You have to strain to hear Bulma out of her normal voice.
I really like the Bulma dubbed. Like
Oh yeah,
it's pretty good. So, anyways, which oh, I don't know if we want to talk. I've got a Dragon Ball Super theory thing, like or question that just came to my mind.
okay,
Um, you know how the fusion earrings work, right?
yeah,
They run out, right?
yes.
Like
There's
we
a
learned
time.
that in Super.
Yes,
So how come Elder Kai? How come he hasn't separated from that witch that he got fused to yet?
I don't think. I think it's permanent if you're a Kai,
But
but
Kibito and
how
Kai and
they didn't time out. They actually something. They actually separated somehow. I forget how did they separate because
that's
that's
what
not
I'm
timed.
wondering. That's what I'm thinking. I was
It's
like,
it's it's only timed if you're not a Kai.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking like, how did they get separated again? Like,
I forget how they got separated.
I don't know. I was just listening to All Systems Goku, and that just popped in my head somehow, and I'm like,
I actually completely forgot that he was fused with Witch.
yeah, I know.
I
Like
did
they were
not remember
talking
that at all.
because they had made a comment like, oh yeah, there's different fusions, like I think, and we've seen different fusions and stuff, and I'm like thinking, yeah, okay, hmm, and yeah, so, but yeah, that's a thing. Like, I just can't remember how they like what triggered them to separate.
Yeah,
I mean, the Elder Kai is just it's such a such a C character that it doesn't even. I mean, he's just yeah, it doesn't matter too much. But I was just thinking, so technically they could separate since Kibito and Kai separated. Kibito Kai separated. I'm not gonna lie, I like Kibito Kai, the look of Kibito Kai better than I do the two individuals. Kibito and
yeah.
Supreme Kai. Kibito Kai looks pretty cool.
honestly cannot remember. How did they separate?
Cause yeah, I'd forgotten too about that, and then it just hit my, it just something triggered, and I'm like, oh yeah, Elder Kai was technically like fused or fused into with that witch, huh?
It was a wish. It was a wish on the Namekian Dragon Balls.
Oh, okay. I totally forgot about that.
I did too.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, I
Anywho,
guess news.
sure. Let's go into news.
We got a few things.
Let's do this one first. Discord, which we're on right now. It launched its store for everybody the other day, and it's not bad. Not bad at all. I'm just gonna show it off for the people watching. I think it's not bad. It's not bad for a brand new.
Yeah, I just everyone. It's just there's so many like game markets out there now.
Yeah,
It's becoming
but I
it's
think this one depends on kind of what games they get, because there needs to be a competitor to Steam, a better competitor to Steam.
that's true, but it just gets to a point where you're like, okay, Steam's great. Now I've got to download the Blizzard launcher if I want to load, if I want to play a game like Black Ops 4
Right.
or Destiny or, and then I've got to do the Origin if I want to play, you know, this game or that. Like I have The Witcher on
Battlefield or The
I have The
Sims.
Witcher on Origin. I have Witcher 3 on Origin because that's where they sent me my code. And I'm like, and then
Right,
was
and
it
then there's also good old games, or GOG.
Ubisoft doesn't have their own exclusive, right?
Uplay Store.
But it's not like the games are exclusive to that. You can get the games on like Steam, right?
You can get them on Steam, but you have to also run the Ubisoft launcher in the background.
Oh, okay.
Like, it has to run.
Yeah, it's just
Which, I will say this, Ubisoft, they do things. I actually don't mind the Uplay stuff. I mean, it is kind of annoying, but they give you stuff in the games. In all the Ubisoft games. Like, if you get, like, achievements, you get Ubisoft points for those achievements. And you can use those points to spend on like in-game like items.
yeah,
It's swords in Assassin's Creed, guns in wait in Ghostland. What's the name of that game? Wildlands.
yeah. Or the Division had stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, the Division has stuff. So I don't mind the Ubisoft stuff in that way.
yeah. It's
So,
supplemental.
yeah.
It's not. You can't use Steam. You have to use this.
Yes. But they would like you to use theirs, though. Definitely push it.
Well, I mean, it's like you said, you want something competitive to Steam, but like I want something competitive Steam, but I don't want something where things are exclusive to the competitor, unless I wanted to have the choice. Say the Windows Store, like for some the if say that really launched and was well received and became a Steam competitor, you know, I'd want to have the option to use that because I like that better than Steam, not because I can only get this game on that.
Uh, for the most part, yeah. But there would a competitor to Steam. There would definitely be exclusives. It'd be like the console wars. Only it'd be the
Yeah, it's just so hard because Steam came in at a time and did something when there wasn't, no one else was thinking of doing what Steam really did, and Steam just became this massive, just giant, and hard to take
yeah.
down a massive giant.
Very true.
So, anyways, what else you got?
Uh, well, I forget when actually the original news came out, but there was an interview done with the head writer at Rockstar, and he was kind of bragging, saying like, oh yeah, oh this came out on the 26th of no, that's the release date of the game. I don't know when the original article came out. But he kind of bragged, saying, "Oh yeah, we're working 100-hour weeks," and that threw up red flag to a lot of people. Like, hey, wait, whoa, what do you mean? And 100-hour weeks. That's 13 hours a day.
Didn't they come? Didn't Rockstar come out and say, "Oh no, this isn't exactly true," and like they tried
That's
to.
what this article
Yeah.
clarifies and says that they're not forcing anybody to work 100-hour weeks. Him and a couple other of the head writers for the past couple weeks, not for years, just the past 3 weeks, have been working 13 hours a day, kind of a thing.
And I'd put an asterisk on that because it's not like it's like, oh, writer's block. Oh man, we have to, let's
No,
get
it's
some.
it's crunch time. It's
Yeah.
the game industry is known for crunch times. They're
But I mean, being a writer working 13 hours as a writer versus like a game designer is, I
I
would
think
be a
I
lot
think he
easier.
does. I think he does more than. I think he does code. I think he does
Okay,
more than
because
just
yeah,
write.
like
I
coding for
think
13 hours, that's intense.
I mean, it's crunch time is definitely. I think I first heard about crunch time back Halo 2. There was a documentary on Halo 2, and that's when I first heard the term crunch time. And I was like, oh god, I never want to do that. I never want to work in the games industry.
Yeah, and what was it? Was it Infinity Ward or who was it? Where like their wives were having the big like
Well, EA happened.
EA was it?
It was
Okay.
EA, as well as for the first Red Dead, there was Rockstar spouses was a thing too. So I mean, it's not Rockstar is known for I with the recent Telltale explosion or implosion. Think stories are coming out now about the Telltale. They were working long hours and not getting paid overtime, kind of thing. Like you were like, yeah, you need to finish this thing that's gonna be
You need to finish to keep your job.
you know we're not forcing you to stay, but you may not have a job after if you don't do this stuff. That it kind of those kind of things, and the game industry is kind of known for stuff like that, which really sucks. The giant bomb was kind of saying, they they threw in the um I just had the word. Oh my god. Oh my god, what is it? Oh, I'm falling apart. Union. They threw out the word union, which is a dangerous thing for employers.
Yeah.
Which I'm honestly surprised there isn't a game dev type thing. Kind of thought there would be, but there's not.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's crunch times like that actually get the games out in the state they are by a reasonable date.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean,
I mean, yeah.
we're greedy consumers and like, give it to me now, give it to me now, give it to me now. But as soon as it's broken in any way, we're like, you guys fucked up. Wait, hold on. No, we we were partly responsible for that. So
And the
it's
crunch time could be a reason there's all these, a lot of games have bugs when they launch
yeah. I mean,
because the game developers aren't at a 100% when they're developing the game, and those
true.
things slip through. So
I think things
a
slip
double-sided
through.
sword.
You know, um, there's uh, there's a list of bugs that the developers will never get through. I mean, you get rid of one bug, but somehow five just popped up out of nowhere that was happening before. Fuck. I mean, it's just looking on the outside, we can definitely say, oh, it's like it's like this, like, but we have no idea. Um, so I I honestly I could not work like that. I'm you know growing up, I'm like, oh, you like games, you should go make games. No, I'm glad I didn't. Oh,
Oh, I was
I
always the bad student who did their massive report like the night before
oh yeah, I was too.
and stayed up all night doing it.
Oh,
And
absolutely, I was
I'd
too.
end up getting a semi decent grade, and that never really.
I was a decent C student. That I'm right in the middle. That was me. I was a C student. So
Like, you have 6 weeks to do this report. Awesome. Night before.
great,
Fuck.
great. I'm gonna watch TV.
Oh, I hated those because I knew that was what it was going to be. Whenever they said you have this long time to do that, I'm like, well, that's gonna suck for me in 6 weeks.
Yeah, that was absolutely me as well.
Alrighty, what else do you got?
Just some see, my last thing here is something just kind of funny that I kind of saw. And I actually was kind of hoping you had actually watched Attack on Titan, just so we could talk about this little thing that I saw. Um, Attack on Titan is getting a VR thing, and there's a stall at an event. Where is this event?
A stall, like a.
Oh no, it's an upcoming VR attraction. It's of course in Japan, most likely.
Yeah, this looks like one of those like
It's
universal
yeah,
like
it's in Tokyo.
type rides.
Yeah, it's a VR um setup. It looks like you're here, actually do this. Um Looks like you're actually like set up um like on like old like uh arcade bikes type thing. Because apparently on the VR thing you're riding a horse. But this picture kind of made me laugh because it's got the capes and hoods from the scout team, but the way they're hanging, it looks like somebody has hung people. And so there you got 4 scouts hanging. That I saw that picture made me laugh. Here, the world. Oh yeah, here's something from the VR thing, and oh no, I'm not going to spoil who that is, but it's so yeah, I saw this and it just that image just kind of made me.
Alrighty, yeah. When I looked at this, it was like, oh, this looks like one of those like VR 4D experiences you
Yeah, I
see at
mean,
like
you got
Universal or
fans, and you're
those
riding
crazy
horses,
rides,
and
Dave and Buster's or something.
yeah, yeah, it's
Yeah.
totally one of those things.
on sticking with kind of anime-ish news. Sadly, looks like Verve, which is VRV, that app that's made by Crunchyroll,
Yeah.
looks like they're about to lose a big, significant partner next month. They're about to lose Funimation.
Yeah, this you brought this to my attention. I immediately got really sad because I use Verve a lot.
Funimation's like one of the big ones too of for Verve. I would say.
It's big to us as actual dub fans, but if you're not a dub fan, you don't freaking care.
I mean, and they also have the simulcast. They got the sub stuff too, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
nobody watches Funimation for the subs. Go to the Crunchyroll side.
So that's a huge hit, I think. Because that was the great thing about Verve is you get Crunchyroll and you get Funimation, and you
Right,
get
and
these little other ones here and there.
right, and just all the different subscriptions, just were the total was less than if you got them each individually.
Yeah, but it looks like High Dive, which is another dubbed anime like service. They're
Right.
gonna be adding on, I think, when Funimation leaves, or I'm not sure exactly when, but yeah. But yeah, it's just one
Probably
of those
soon.
things where the agreement runs out, and I guess you know they're not going. I don't know.
Well, they according to the Funimation president, he says that this is a direct result of the company being acquired by Sony.
Wait, which company being
Funimation.
acquired by Sony? Oh, really? So, okay.
Yeah, that was a year ago,
Oh, damn, that sucks.
and this is just when the contract runs out. Is the ninth and not gonna up.
Yeah, it says the contract between Funimation and Crunchyroll will end November 9th when 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 streaming rights to a number of shows will return to Funimation and be exclusively through Funimation Now.
So it won't be all the shows. It'll just be the ones that are strictly exclusive to through Funimation Now.
I would think
So
some of the
the
big ones,
stuff you
though.
could watch for free on Funimation, I think that you can still watch through Verve.
Yeah, I would think it would still
That's
be the
how
big
this
ones,
wording
though,
sounds. Right,
like My Hero Academia, for example.
and we don't know quite yet what that all entails until it happens.
Which
So,
sucks,
but
yeah.
High Dive actually has some good stuff. Um,
And they're bringing Food Wars
Food
dubbed,
Wars, which I've heard
which
a lot about, which I've heard is basically just people having orgasms while eating food. Which
I mean, it's
okay,
been a
yeah,
popular
I'll
anime
watch
for what,
that.
the last few years?
Couple years, yeah.
Yeah.
The one that caught my eye that I really liked was Byron Hilder in the Darkness. I really liked that show. So I mean, so there are some stuff that is on Funimation that you'll be able to get through this. Um. So
Yeah, it's just it just kind of sucks because Verve was so great because it was your place to get anime, pretty much. It was the
right,
one stop shop.
and High Dive does have some simulcast stuff, but honestly, I've not heard anybody talking about these shows.
Yeah, I
Oh,
need to check out High Dive because I saw like I saw them. They said I saw something like, oh, we're on Xbox. I got an email about that, and I'm like, I've never heard of this until then. That was the first time I heard of High Dive.
I heard about it a couple weeks ago on the fan service podcast. So I think they were talking about because like the High Dive, I think that's where you can actually watch the the current stuff of Cooley, I think, like the new seasons.
Still don't have a Roku app. It's coming in 2018. Well, it's 2018 is almost over, so but if it's gonna be part of Verve, then that'll
Maybe
be
not. Maybe it wasn't High Dive.
anyways. Yeah, that kind of sucks, but hopefully, you know,
Yeah, that does suck. I mean, I was I haven't watched really anything this season because I was waiting for the dubs to start coming out, which is next week.
that's cool. Yeah. Okay, my last topic, kind of a interesting one. 4 classic Valve games are now Xbox One X enhanced.
Right. Um.
It's Half-Life 2, the orange box. Portal, still alive, so the first one. Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2.
Right.
They're
Which.
going to be enhanced with higher resolution, which is kind of interesting that a 360 game is getting
Right.
Xbox One X enhanced. But apparently there's a list of them now, like
Um.
21 of them so far. 21
Hmm,
360 games have been upscaled to 1X.
that's cool.
So that's pretty interesting. Um
I don't why is it just the One X? I'm pretty sure that a high res version of Left 4 Dead can run on the Xbox One just fine.
yeah, you think
Why does it?
yeah,
Why did it need to be the One X enhanced? Why can't it just be Xbox One enhanced?
that'd be nice too. Yeah, but I don't know. I'm wondering why. Why why
And
why why this? Why Valve is doing this? Are they doing this to just fuck with us to make us think some news, some news related to these games will be released that they want to,
no,
or like I don't know.
they can't. They 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 don't make games anymore.
Because a sane person, well, no, in theory, you would think if a company was doing something like this to older games, it would be to bring up hype
If
and
it was anybody other than Valve,
yeah, if it was anybody other than Valve,
if it was anybody other than Valve, but Valve doesn't make games anymore. That's just that. They don't make games anymore. Um,
they make
but
money.
I do. I can't help but notice one of these games is the reason the show exists.
Yeah, Team Fortress 2,
That's right.
definitely.
Which I don't. I would be very curious on just launching that and to see how many people are playing Team Fortress 2. Three, with this
Oh,
way.
on console. Okay, I was about to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, heck, I was playing Team Fortress 2 on stream a couple weeks ago. I mean, it's still live and you know,
Yeah, but on Xbox, probably not a lot.
if anybody, I don't think anybody's playing it on console, but I'm curious to see if anybody actually.
Unfortunately, I don't own the. Even if I had a One X, I don't own the Left 4 Dead games on digital. I think I have one of the Left 4 Dead games at disc somewhere, but I don't know.
Well, you can use that.
Yeah, I don't know where it is, but I don't have One X, so it doesn't really matter.
I mean, you can still use it on the Xbox One. You just won't get the enhanced version.
Yeah, they're backwards compatible, of course, but yeah, but that's all I got. There's a couple things that kind of piqued my interest. Like I said, if it was anyone else but Valve, you'd think, oh, maybe this is to try to hype people up towards an announcement. But no, we've learned our lessons.
No, we just Valve doesn't make games anymore. Just
What
they
was the
don't.
last Valve game? Like retail launch, like Portal 2?
Might have been.
That was like 2011. Damn.
Last game was.
Counter-Strike Go and Dota 2, but
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. Technically, it was the lab.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Dota 2.
I said yeah, Dota 2 and Counter-Strike Go were 12 and 13, but I mean those are like kinda, yeah, but yeah.
The hell's Counter Strike Online 2?
Man, I still want a new Left 4 Dead game. I really do. And a new Portal.
New Portal be good. But there's so many like Left 4 Dead style games out there now.
Yeah, but they're never quite as good.
From the little that I've played of Vermintide's not bad.
Yeah, that's true. Vermintide's was the closest.
And
Even the
I would we need to play like Vermintide 2. I'm pretty sure we both have it.
maybe. I don't know. I'll have to look.
I know I have it on both PC and console.
Yeah, but there's just something about Left 4 Dead that was just so great.
And we keep talking about going back and playing Left 4 Dead.
Oh yeah, the mods. Oh, the mods were so great. We need to do that. Anyways, we're starting to ramble, so I guess we can close up the show. Be sure to check our website at thegeeksftw.com. There's links to all of our streaming platforms and social medias, and best way to keep track is to follow us on Twitter at thegeeksftw. Stuart is at Casual Terror, and I am at Geeky William. And I guess that's it for 319. We'll see you next time.
Bye. Oh shit! I forgot to mention. I'll put something at the end. People watching, Extra Life, 2 weeks, just right here.
Yeah, coming up.
Are you doing extra Life this year?
I'm not. No.
Okay, that's fine. We need to play. Why can't I think of things? Words escape me as soon as I want to say them. Why? Divinity.
Oh yeah. Okay. I still have that installed. I think.
We need to play Divinity sometime.
Yep, it's still installed. One of the few Steam games I have installed.
See how many games do I have installed? I have 37. I could really uninstall a lot. Like, I'm not gonna play Grand Theft Auto 4.
Probably
Seriously.
not.
or 5. I should probably install 5 as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna be watching more My Hero and then some other anime. And I started Chuck again last week.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, Chuck is so good. It really is.
It is good. Um, going back to my hero real quick. My favorite character has got to be Tape Elbows, dude.
But now,
The guy with Tape Elbows. My hero, my hero.
I'm not sure who that is.
It's this dude here. That dude.
Yeah, I don't know if is he more in season 2 or 3 because I don't remember him too much from season 1.
He's in. He's in the class.
Okay, I don't know.
Where
Like I said,
does
they don't touch on a lot of characters.
I need to look
season.
at where does My Hero season 1 stop? Because I might be thinking of season 2 stuff. Did a tournament happen?
No.
Okay, I thought that was season 1.
Well, no. The only thing they had the good guys versus bad guys like practice thing or exercise thing.
Okay,
That's the closest tournament thing. But
no,
season
that's not
1
what.
kind of ends where like that like shock absorbing like creature fighting, you know, comes in and with it looks like the a bird creature
Oh,
with the that's kind of where like they invade the school, the bad guys invade the school. That's kind of end of
right. And
season
then there
1.
was that really freaky scene in the mall with like the one hand dude is like got Midori on the neck. Boy, I just need to touch it with one more finger. That's like the last episode. Oh shit! Sorry.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, I'm on the last episode. So
Shit! Sorry. I didn't. I didn't even. I spoke without thinking.
that's fine. That doesn't give away too much.
No, it doesn't.
Alrighty, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go pick up some tacos.
That sounds nice. I haven't eaten dinner yet, so.
There's a place a couple blocks away that on Thursday they do 59 cents tacos. They're a little smaller than normal tacos, but 59 cents. Come on.
Yeah, just get 10, and that'll be the same as about 5 from Taco Bell.
What I do is I get like 4 of them, and then I get a thing of chips and queso, and I just dip the smaller tacos in the queso. Oh, it's so good. But yeah, I'll catch you later.
Alrighty, see ya.